Ian, take two.
Okay, so, as all of you know, I have chickens. Now, this project is on chicken care. Now, basic care, okay? Of course you need to feed them. And you feed them food, I feed them Purina, chicken food. I don't know what, it's the egg brand. Like, helps, it's for the layers. And now, next, you need a food container and grit. Now, this poultry grit, it helps them digest. And this oyster shell, it not only helps them digest, it gives them calcium for stronger egg shells. Now, then you need some water. Now you need water. This is really the second most important thing, but grit goes with food. Now, for water, you need a heater. And when there's a heater in that, it'll freeze in the winter, because unless you buy heated water container, which we don't have. So this substitutes as a heater. It's an old heater for hermit crab that we had. And next you need is bedding, which you can see around the food container over there. And they're frolicking. Well, they are frolicking, as all about, but they frolic in that all day. In fact, there's a picture, but the board wasn't big enough. When I got up, I saw it grow, and I got this hilarious picture where it was looking at the chickens in the cage. He was standing right next to the cage, and I pinned it up on my tabboard, and it says "Curious Crow." Okay, and you need to clean the coop every Saturday. You need to clean the coop. Okay, climate care. This was important. You need water heaters. You need a fan, and you need fans and ice water. You need cold foods. You need a more heat retardant kind of a bedding, like one that's more like aerated. I use pine shavings because it's hay in there, pine shavings in the summer. And the rewards: you get eggs, you have lots of fun, and you get extreme fertilizer. Now, chicken poop is really good fertilizer. We had the most unfertile yard in Nashville. We used to try and grow tomatoes. Never worked out. We used chicken fertilizer we dumped it on our tomatoes. They exploded. They were amazed. We grew more than one. Amazing. So, yes. Now this is Trixie. She is nesting. She never came out the whole time I was taking pictures. And there she is, looking at me the entire time. Because she is not in the spotlight. So yeah. That is how you take care of chickens.
William, you crack me up. You're so funny. Wait up there. You have to ask some questions. Okay, so here are your questions, because you have to answer questions from the judge. All right, because you weren't here while we were doing the others. Miss Hazley explained that. But, so the questions are, number one, the Curious Crow, has it been around more than once? And I'm not being silly. Does the crow come around often?
Well, actually, no.
Because I wondered if it was trying to get their food.
No, because what happened, see this is the garbage can.
Uh-huh.
And that's not the only reason that we have a garbage can on the food. It keeps squirrels and other animals out.
That was my next question. How are you keeping the food
from other people? We dumped a bunch of pecans out by a tree that's by the cage.
So they'll go over there.
The crows and the squirrels were going nuts.
And leave the chickens alone. Okay, gotcha.
And it was picking at something in the fire pit. The fire pit is like right next to it.
So another question is, do you have to worry about other critters around trying to prey on your chickens?
Well, not really, because, the science project dog. right?
Right.
She protects them. Well,
Okay.
because I have a picture.
But when she's in the house, who protects them?
She barks.
Okay.
And this cage is because we got little latches.
Okay, that good. All right. So now you mentioned you use Purina chicken chow, and you said and grit. So tell us about grit.
Okay, well, grit is small gravel.
Right.
And chickens do not have the best digestion system.
Right.
Now, gravel helps them digest, like I said earlier. And, you know, it's like I'm going to go way out there. It's like dinosaurs used to swallow stones.
Right.
It helps them digest what they eat. And, you know, yeah.
So that's
Like
why you see
worms.
chickens. That's why you see chickens peck the ground, and a lot of what they're doing is they're picking at little pieces of grit and things they're trying to eat. They don't know why they're doing that, but that's why. And then you mentioned something about layers on the food for their layers.
Oh, yeah. There are different types of food. It's for, they lay now. So, well, it's that position still.
Because you're referring to layers as in your chickens
Layers
that lay
is-
eggs.
Yeah, laying eggs. So, like, for instance, when they were chicks, I fed them, you know, a chick mix. So now I feed them layer food, or it's Purina Layina, I think that's what it's called.
So, but it's food that's fortified so that the chickens that are laying
Yeah,
eggs.
it's got more calcium.
Right. So they'll have
And-
stronger
and, like,
egg
chick food
shells.
has more protein.
Has more stronger egg shells, and makes better eggs. All right.
Like, you don't feed them chick food, or else their eggs would be as...
Their eggs would be so, yeah.
And,
And then,
good, because we let them out every day, and they get natural antioxidants.
right.
But,
And I was going to ask you that. Do you let them roam around in the yard?
yes.
And then, of course, the thing is, you don't have to have a fence because they won't go away. They will stay nearby, and they'll always come back to their roost area when it starts getting time to roost, and they won't. They're going to get in there, so you don't have to worry about them
I
wandering
mean,
off.
like, they won't go out as far as that log pile back there.
Right, they stay pretty close to their home base
Like,
there.
They're
afraid.
Like, they go out, like, maybe 200 feet at the longest.
Right.
But not very far.
Yeah, because I had chickens as a kid too, and they stayed nearby. And then the one that's nesting, Trixie, is she's laying on her eggs,
Yeah,
right?
she laid an egg that day.
Right. But I mean, were you saying by nesting that she's incubating her eggs
No.
to make babies? No.
She was laying an egg.
She was just laying an egg at the time. That's why I wanted to clarify. Do you have a rooster? So you have chicks?
No, we don't.
Okay, that's what I wondered.
We used to have a rooster because it was an accident.
Right.
And then...
So you wouldn't be having baby chicks all the time. See, we had rooster and we had hens. And so we would have baby chicks. And in the summer, like in 3rd and 4th grade, our goal was always try to snatch one of the chicks away from the mom. Just to play with it a few minutes and put it back. But that sometimes was an exercise in futility because you couldn't catch them. They were too fast.
Chicken.
Or they'd take into low flight away
Low flight.
and
yeah.
cackle and do that cackle.
I know low flight. It's
Screaming
funny,
like they're
it's
scared
funny
to death.
watch.
They're very comical. Do you ever when you pick them up, do you grab them by their legs and turn them upside down?
No. But I'll sit down. Can I sit down on this?
No, it's pretty
Yeah.
flimsy.
I'll sit down like this, and then this chicken right here, she's like a dog. She'll lay down on me like
Against
her
you.
legs are up.
Really?
She'll like lay down like that. Like
So she's very gentle then.
And you know, my sister like flips her around and does tricks with her.
That's pretty funny. All right, thank you, William. Give him another hand. Awesome.
Yeah. My chicken, the cinnamon bun, the White County chicken, is not picture savvy, so I tried to get a picture of her. I couldn't.
Get it.